The couple had agreed not to have kids, but after the wedding her husband secretly tampered with the birth control. He wanted his wife to get pregnant without knowing it, just to fulfill his obsessive dream of becoming a father. Not long after Lena started noticing changes in her body. Her usually regular period was late and she felt nauseous. The more she thought about it, the more suspicious she got, so she secretly bought a pregnancy test and it came back positive. Lena was just a regular hairdresser, and Tom was just an ordinary office worker. They had always been child-free. Before the wedding she made it clear that she never wanted to be a mother, because her childhood was full of pain. The suffering her mother went through had deeply scarred her. Tom didn't want to lose her, so he agreed to not have kids. Lena trusted him and they got married. But over time Tom changed. Seeing his coworkers brag about their kids, he started feeling empty and jealous of those who were parents. In his mind, pregnancy was just temporary and life would go back to how it was, but he never dared to say it out loud. Until one day he saw Lena searching for information about IUDs and immediately got nervous. Although he pretended to be concerned, saying that it was harmful to her health, the truth was he was afraid of losing his chance. No matter how much he insisted, Lena decided to see a doctor. The doctor recommended getting the IUD after her period. When Tom got home he saw Lena getting ready to start her own business, which made him even more anxious. He felt like he was losing his place in the household. His insecurity grew day by day, and his thoughts became more and more extreme. While Lena was out, he deleted her business plans from her computer and damaged all the condoms. Every night he covered his tracks, and sure enough Lena got pregnant. When she came home she didn't dare say anything. That night Tom tried to get close to her, but she turned him down. At dawn Tom watched her sleep, then checked the trash can. Not seeing any sanitary products, he confirmed his suspicions. The next morning he casually brought up the IUD, but Lena changed the subject. At work he couldn't contain his joy and got way too excited. That night he saw her looking pale and nauseous, and once he was sure he was over the moon. He danced around the living room by himself and even imagined what his future child would look like, smiling non-stop. A co-worker told him not to jump to conclusions, but he didn't listen. All he could think about was becoming a dad. Meanwhile Lena went to the hospital and the doctor told her if she didn't want the baby she needed to decide fast. That night, looking at her husband, she felt guilty. She knew he treated her well, but she still wanted him to keep his promise. She believed he would understand. The next morning she told him they needed to talk. Tom panicked. Before leaving work he went to a baby store to practice with dolls, telling anyone who would listen that he was about to be a father. He even bought gifts and a cake to surprise her, while Lena was working up the courage. When he got home he noticed something was off. When Tom showed her the cake, she froze. The picture on it was of a happy family. Seeing that her face went pale, she couldn't lie anymore. She told him the truth, she was not going to have the baby. When Tom heard that, he completely changed and took all his anger out on the cake. In that moment Lena finally realized that the person she was living with was no longer the man he used to be.